All right, hello and welcome, and yes, finally a new year and finally an updated report on the garden. It's been a while. So, we have just finished the basic replanting and prep for the growing season here. So just a quick tour of what's around. Various other helpful people like Stripey and Serena are hiding off camera so they don't have to deal with me, them looking at their, looking like they've worked hard. This way you can always imagine them being as perfect and pristine as they always are, like the garden is, right? Serena's telling me to move on, so I will. Anyway, so the roses, of course, and the society garlic stay as they always are. They've just been sort of like getting back into gear after we gave them the good strip down at the end of last year. So we even have a couple of blooms already coming up. But otherwise, it's just a matter of just seeing what they'll do again, and they'll just sort of go through again as always. Similarly with the artichokes over here, Stripey just did a bunch of big, huge cleaning up on them, and they're looking fabulous, and all the watering that Serena did as well. We'll just see where they go from there. And we've also put in, thanks to Serena, a whole heap of a lot of new mulch and bark here, sort of freshen everything up. And Suzanne's over there in the chair just sort of waving and all that, so she worked hard too, a lot of the tilling and things like this, and now she's just from tilling to chilling. And in the background you can hear we got other people doing their work too, so a lot of people have been out today, a lot of people have already left, but everyone's sort of gearing up. So what we've got here is pretty much a whole bunch of new soil in pretty much all the beds. Everything got at least a spruce up in some cases, like this bed right here, a full replacement. But we did that, the usual mix of compost, peat moss, and vermiculite, and to get ready for the planting. Now, nothing really has been planted with one exception, and that is over here the tomatoes. We already have some sprouting tomatoes coming along, and so we put those in. An heirloom tomato right here, and then we have an early girl right here, along with some remaining gladiolas. And then over here, Roma tomato, and finally just a tomato celebrity right there. So we'll let those grow here. From here on in, we've got a bunch of just rotated things, experiments, and so forth. This bed here, which for the longest time was holding a bit of old compost, but frankly it was not the best compost. It was a little too acidic. We've gone ahead and just spruced it up a bit, and we're going to plant some corn here as sort of an experiment to see how it works. The rest of the corn, however, and probably the majority of it, will go here in the center in one of these two beds. The other bed will hold the spinach. We're not too sure which is which, but we've just gone ahead and planted those in. The back beds here, soil for each of them. This is where we're going to be planting beans this time in a large amount. So we'll have a trellis up there for keep that going. So we'll be doing that. Over here is where we're thinking about some herbs. We're not too sure what yet. We'll probably have something here. Meanwhile, next to the rosemary, which thrives, so we really don't have to worry about that, we'll have some asparagus and also some rhubarb over here. And then over here, what do we think about these beds again, Suzanne? What's where? Do you remember?
This is...
Yes.
Oh, no, I forgot.
Yes, the chart's around here somewhere. We have a chart.
Oh,
and over there we got the lizard. Say hi, lizard. So he's sort of can see him there in the center of the shot while we're checking out things.
Squash, zucchini.
Okay, so squash and zucchini will go here. We'll see how monstrous they get. And then here were the carrots. Were here.
Yep.
Okay.
Carrots.
And then over here.
There, radishes.
And radishes here. And that'll be Serena's thing to look over along with the flowers that should be coming in. So.
The pots will be flowers.
Yes. So Serena will be Serena World, and the rest of us will come in only if she lets us. She's observing us carefully.
She'll let us for nice.
Oh yeah, we can be nice. We
have to be nice.
there we go. So anyway, there's the basic overall tour. Marianne was here earlier. Y and Rick and the kids were also around. Well, would have been around. Were not for the fact that they were busy up. They planned to come out. We'll be out with them sometime soon, surely. But we just had daylight savings time kick in. Yes, that means we can finally come back out here for proper afternoon visits after work. We'll have Marianne keeping an eye on things on a weekly basis on Tuesdays. And basically, we just need to get all the seeds, which should be coming in next week or so, get everything planted, and we will take it from there. So until next time, we'll let you know how things are. We'll talk to you then.